Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here with a new build. This is my first video in forever. It's been quite a while, so I don't even know if anyone is going to watch this one, but I hope so. Fingers crossed. It's been a long time. I've had a lot of crazy stuff happening in my life, a lot of it not very good, unfortunately. We'll go over the bad stuff right from the beginning so that I won't be like depressed for the rest of it, but I lost my mom recently, and that's a big part of the reason why I haven't been doing videos for a while. It's been a few things, but that was a really big thing. There was a hospital ICU battle, and yeah, it was tough for a while. So that also put me behind on my novels. For anyone that watches me regularly, which it's been so long that regularly is like anyone that used to watch me regularly before, I write novels. And so the whole situation put me pretty far behind where I want to be. I'm trying to release 3 novels next year, and I'm writing the third one now, and I want to write, it's a series. And so I want to write the first 3, publish the first 3 in the series. It won't be just 3, but publish the first 3 in the series next year. And then after that, publish 1 or 2 a year following that is kind of what I'm looking at doing. But because of everything that happened, I ended up way behind. So I've been focusing a lot more on that, but I hadn't done a Sims video in so long. I hadn't even opened up the game in so long. I looked at it when we got the cottage living, and I think if I remember correctly, I did a build buy video on that. But that's really the last time I even looked at the game. I just really haven't done anything with it just because of everything, life stuff. So yeah, so I thought I should probably do a video. I figured I'd do a build, do a video. I hadn't done anything in a long time, and I was watching something and I saw a building, multiple stories with this triangular front thing, and I kind of liked it. And part of the reason too that I haven't done a build in forever with everything going on, I just honestly haven't had any build inspiration whatsoever. But so I saw this building with this triangle thing in the front, and it wasn't really Moroccan architecture. I think I was watching a biblical show, actually. I think it was a biblical times thing or something like that. And anyway, it wasn't Moroccan, but maybe like that era kind of something. I don't know. But in any case, it finally gave me some inspiration. So yay. And so, of course, this thing that I made is this kind of funky sort of building with the triangular front, but I ended up making a full-blown rec center. So this ends up being a bit of everything, which anyone that has downloaded a few of my builds before, you know that I kind of do this. I do these everything builds sometimes. So this one here at the end, we end up with a nightclub. I'm going to try and remember all of this. A nightclub, a karaoke bar, a courtyard with some chess tables and some seating and fountains and stuff like that. And I put fountains up front with the geese and the ducks and all of that stuff. I love that. That's very cool from the cottage living. That stuff's pretty cool. But on the inside, we have a nightclub and a karaoke lounge. And then out back, I ended up doing, I did it at first like a kids area, but I said, no, this place is more for adults than kids. So let me change it. And so instead of the kids area, I ended up going with a small little quaint outdoor cafe. It's covered, but it's a little outdoor cafe that's out back. And then I put a couple of ping pong tables back there. So yeah. And there's a second floor entrance too with a yoga area, like it's small little teaching yoga area. But yeah, so it ended up being kind of a little bit of everything. So it's a good place if anyone wants something for their Sims where there's a good deal of recreation and stuff to do. The only thing is I really wish that the game would have a way to have multiple attendants working at once without having to do mods. I do believe that there are a couple mods out there. I've heard of them. I haven't tried them myself, but I do believe there are a couple of mods out there that allow you to have like more than one bartender and stuff like that. Because this place, if it were fully staffed, we would have 2 bartenders, because there's a bar in the what's it called? The nightclub, and there's a bar in the karaoke lounge. And then I need the DJ person for the lounge, for the nightclub part. And then the cafe needs another attendant person for that. And yeah, you can do it with mods. I'm pretty sure there's a mod out there that you can have all of those jobs filled all at once, but I kind of wish that the game would just do it. If you have, you know, a public lot, that they would just fill whatever slots. So if you have more than one bar, because I build a lot of my places. I don't know if anyone else does this, but a lot of my places, when I build like any kind of, whether it's a bar or a nightclub or almost anything like that, I tend to put more than one bar because realistically, a lot of places have more than one bar. I mean, if you go to a nightclub, it's rare that it has only one bar. They usually have more than one. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish that the game did that without mods, but at least we have the modding community that comes up with ideas and stuff and does different things like that. So I'm pretty sure that particular feature is available. And so on this build, I'm doing speed build to start, and there's only a couple minutes more of that. And then I'm just going to do a quick tour inside. I didn't do cinematography and all of that stuff, and because I'm really trying to focus on finishing my novel. I'm on this end of year deadline, so I kind of have to be writing over 1,000 words a day, pretty much almost every day, ideally every day, but every day is kind of, I do have to take a break every now and then. So every day is kind of extreme. So, but I have to write 1,000 words or more, ideally more. I really probably about 1,500 words more, 1,500 words a day, roughly on average to finish this by the end of the year. So that's, if you know any writers, that's quite a bit. That's a heavy ask. And so, yeah, so I don't really have very much time to spend to do like cinema stuff and video stuff and fancy snazzy tour stuff. So we're going to have to deal with me just doing a manual tour of it with my lovely mouse skills and all of that, which are my mouse and keyboard skills for The Sims, which might leave a little something to be desired, maybe. So yeah, so that's we're going to have to deal with that a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm wondering how everyone's doing too, because man, I haven't done this in so long. I haven't heard from any of my people in so long, you know, because I used to have anyway. We'll see if anyone even watches this, but I used to have regular people that used to comment and stuff like that. And I kind of miss all of that. But yeah, it's been a time thing. And then of course the emotional thing with losing my mom and all of that stuff. I was in a very bad place emotionally for a while too. So, trying to get out of that, trying to kind of focus on my novel a lot to kind of not think about the loss too much, because we all know that's tough. I assume most of you that are listening have experienced some loss in your life before, and that's never a fun thing. And my mom and I were really, really close too. We were close pretty much my whole life. So yeah, so tough one for sure. But oh, what can you do? But so anyway, this little build, it's kind of, I don't know. I like it. I hope maybe a few people will download it and maybe enjoy using it in their game. It works pretty well. It has no CC at all, but I did go out and pick a few photos, paintings, photos, whatever you want to call them. There are some great artists in the gallery that do photos, and I got a few of those. So, okay, it happens that we're coming in at night at the moment. So you can see what it looks like all lit up and everything. So kind of a cute little place. I love the swans and the ducks and all of that from the farm pack. You guys know what it's called. I'm so terrible with names of stuff. So here's the little yoga facility upstairs. So it's small. It's just a little place here, and they're up here dancing instead of doing yoga. Great. So I put some speakers for some relaxing music, and instead of relaxing, they're dancing. So yeah, so that's great. But this is an instructor's mat, and so the idea was yoga, but you know, Sims do what Sims do. So there's that. So okay, so that's up the front steps, and the front steps come in like right when you come into this little foyer area. You have the stairs here, and so that's your entry place there. And then I wish to. I wish to. We're gonna have daylight in a second. We'll go through the lounges and then we'll go back to the courtyard when we have daylight. But so okay, so this one is the Karaoke Lounge, and this is very much kind of a lounge, sofas and all of that stuff. And here's the karaoke joint, and here's some of those cool pictures that I downloaded. These here I think come from someone named, I want to say her name is Erin. I think is what it is, like ERINN or something like that. Is where I think those come from. And then I think the rest of them, like these here, come from Jules64. She's who I get most of my paintings and stuff from. And this is kind of a cool set. I sort of tiered it a little bit, but that's kind of a cool set. I think this one came from her, not 100%, but yeah, I think that's where I got most of them from. There's so many people doing those now, doing the different paintings and stuff like that, which I think is cool. I love them, especially like stuff like this where you can really customize with music and stuff like that. But yeah, we have a little bathroom here. I think these are Jules64 paintings, not 100%, but I think that's who they came from. But yeah, stuck a mirror there, so because I did this door and I thought it inappropriate for people to be able to see into the potty room. I just didn't think that was right. But okay, so a little bathroom, and then over here with some music, we have our lounge nightclub place, and then the other bar over here. So they're set up similarly, and they're sort of awkward in shape just because the place is a little bit weird. But I think I set it up all right. Couple more of those artwork pieces that comes from, these come from that same Erin person. I think it's ERINN. If you look up music, like if you want those, look up music. The item name contains the word music. So all right, so this is the foyer or the courtyard rather, and we're starting to get some outside light. It's 6 a.m. now, so that's cool. So a couple of chess tables in the little courtyard. So this area is kind of more relaxing with a few chess tables and stuff like that. And then they have outdoor entry exits right here and on the other side, matching on the other side. And then in the back, we have this cute little, I'll go up one so you can see the top. So we have ping pong on either side here, and then the cute little cafe area out here. This here I like because I love eating outdoors, and so I think that this would be such a quaint, cute little area to eat, especially if you have a good view. Here we just kind of, well, you know, sun rising or whatnot. It's kind of nice. But yeah, so and then of course we have some benches and different things out by the swans and the fountains and all of that junk, and nothing in these top rooms. They're just empty for decoration purposes only. But so that'll be on the gallery if anyone's interested in downloading it. And if you have stuck with me all the way through, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're one of my people that used to watch me all the time, thank you for coming back. I've been gone for so long. I appreciate anyone that maybe comes back. We'll see if anyone even watches this, but thank you all for spending the time with me today, and fingers crossed that I get a chance to make another video sometime soon. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Bye now.